right, everybody. Bryce Paul here from Crypt Nation, Crypto 101 podcast, Crypto Revolution. Coming to you today to talk a little bit about the market movements that we saw on, I guess today's the 29th. I don't know, man. It's been a crazy day. We saw a massive move. We've been talking about in our newsletter, in our group, about the volatility that was brewing, right? We saw a lot of contraction in the markets for the last, really since we crashed on March 11th, Black Thursday. We saw a huge sell-off, right? Since then, we've seen a really tight consolidation, and we've been talking about volatility that's been, brewing and getting ready to explode, but hadn't yet. And today, it finally happened. We finally had the first crack in the egg. And we're really excited about that. Again, a $1,000 move on Bitcoin, which I guess it was about 11%, 12% move on the day, which is pretty big considering you're seeing a little bit more stability in the stock market, a little bit more stability, with the VIX coming down, forward risk exposure really being identified so that you can see a lot of, fair valuations in the stock market. And so I think what's going on here with Bitcoin, we're just seeing a lot of excitement. We're seeing a lot of buying. We're seeing all the selling, all the selling that has happened over the last year, 2 years, 3 years, kind of finally come to a close, right? You see that again, when you have an event like we did on March 11th, and I talk about it a lot because it's so significant, because it's a regime shift. It is a regime shift from the maximum amount of sell pressure available in the market that has finally exhausted itself. So all the sellers more or less feel like if they've had to sell, they've sold already. So now buyers are in control. And when buyers are in control, prices generally tend to rise because you have buyers that are overall in the market, controlling the market, marking it up because they've accumulated enough of the supply in order to have a meaningful markup, essentially. So in this situation that we're seeing unfold right now, when you have had a lot of calmness in the markets, and now finally today a massive spike in volatility, matched with again massive volume coming in, and increased increased demand. Actually, Coinbase was down today, right? The Coinbase servers actually froze up, and the consumer app wasn't even working just because there was so much activity that was going on, right? People were buying and selling, which goes to show is crypto really ready for prime time, right? That's another thing to think about. If we have a day where crypto rises 10-11% in one day, and we have one of the main onboarding platforms that goes down, again, I think it was only for some users, only in the US, only certain portions of their servers, but still the fact that they couldn't handle the activity, that could be a red flag. So we just got to keep our eyes on all this stuff. We got to stay up to date. We got to stay vigilant. We got to stay studying. We got to say when the correlations break. We got to study exactly when, when we know that, crypto is calming down or speeding up. We just got to stay on top of it. We got to stay vigilant. And that's what we do, right? So if you want to know more about how we're staying on top of the markets, what our portfolio looks like at any given day, where we're trading, all that kind of stuff, go to cryptorevolution.com. You could even pick up a free copy of our book there. Just pay shipping and handling. And there's a lot of good information there. You could join our group. Bunch of cool stuff. So go to cryptorevolution.com, check it out. And that is the market update for April 29th.